Have you thought about where you wanted to be in life and have no direction? Well, you are in the right place. You are tuned into another epic episode of Triona the Trillionaire Podcast with your spiritual health coach, Triona the Trillionaire. Become more aligned, enlightened, and abundant in all areas of your life. She got the hair care, she got the health, and she has the wealth topics for you.
Welcome back, Heirs, to the Triona the Trillionaire Podcast, and I'm your lovely host, Triona the Trillionaire. Listen, this episode today came out of nowhere. I was in the shower. I just got out the shower. I don't know what's up with me doing these 2 a.m. Podcasts, but it's really been inspiring me after I do my 5-minute workout at night and get in the shower. And then I get a great idea and I'm like, oh my gosh, let me record this episode. So while I'm drinking my yerba mate tea from lilyrosebeauty.com, this episode is going to be called Not My Cup of Tea. Give us some snaps. Okay. I have my timer on now for 5 minutes because these are going to be my 5-minute mini clips that I'm going to release alongside of my 1 hour or 30-minute conversations that I just be spilling out. So what I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about today is you're not for everybody. That's why they say pick a niche and get rich. Although I was in a box for a very long time, suffocating myself, and I was running myself through a wall because I was like, I have to get this. I need Tree Fit and 5 to be this exciting thing. However, I was limiting components of myself that I really wanted to thrive. Hence me getting to the building your business bubble, right? So I was stuck and I was like, you know what? I may not be for everybody, but I was like trying to service every single person. I have a wide fan base. So I have people that are 65. I have people that's 16. So it's like me trying to fit everybody in that same category. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to work out how I work out, what's best for me. And that has completely evolved from these crazy, insane workouts that I thought people actually wanted. But then they're like, oh my gosh, they're too hard. You're too intimidated. But I'm like, you guys wanted me to be hard. That's why I was so hard the whole time. I don't like extraneous workouts for real. I mean, when I'm doing them, then they're fine. But I used to be so scared to do these workouts or a track workout or something like that. So when I thought about this, I was like, you guys, you don't have to service every single person. Fenty Beauty came out of nowhere and it's a million beauty brands out there, right? Just like Lily Rose Beauty, I created that business to solve a need for my daughter's hair growth. Lily Rose Beauty. Lily Rose is her actual name. And I was like, people start being like, oh, I really want some of that. Oh, it's really working. Oh, you use this in your hair. What do you use in your hair? Your hair is so beautiful. And I'm like, yeah, I use the same thing on my daughter. And then people are like, I'll buy it from you. That's how I started to package it up and start using it. Okay. So it wasn't like, oh, I just want to start a beauty brand. No, just like all those other people, their business model services their niche or their audience. I see people all the time podcasting or their businesses and I'm like, yeah, they have a great audience for their audience, but I'm not their audience member. So I will want someone else to teach me, podcast to me or something like that. Just like you're coming to the Trillionaire Podcast. You guys love me speaking. You love the confidence that I exude from my podcast, or you're going to listen to me. And I'm going to give you the authentic version of what I feel like you should be doing, how I'm doing it, or whatever the case may be. So I heard this quote from Kanye and I'm like getting to my 1 minute mark. So I'm like trying to speed this up because I have not successfully done a 5-minute podcast. It's always been like 14 minutes, 15 minutes or something. So I heard this quote from Kanye and I love Kanye. So y'all can say whatever y'all want. This man is not insane. But anyways, the genius things that he be saying that he really says, he said, if you hang around people who act like you aren't who you are, then you'll forget who you are. And I did a reel about that. And I was like, you know what? I really vibe with this quote. And then there's another saying that I saw today. It says, you're not a nobody. You're somebody who's been underestimated by nobodies who think they're somebody. Keep going. Let me read my quotes again. It says, if you hang around people who act like you aren't who you are, then you'll forget who you are. And then it says, you're not a nobody. And that was Kanye. The second one, this is an unknown author. It says, you're not a nobody. You're somebody who was underestimated by nobodies who think they're somebody. Keep going. And yeah, we're going to go over 5 minutes again today because I have a backstory and I'm over here. My timer's going to go off. I have a backstory and these, I was doing a Snapchat video, and when I tell you my Snapchat was lit, if y'all don't know what that is, that's like it's Instagram stories. That's really what it is on the Snapchat platform or whatever. That's their name. Instagram stories, basically copied off of Snapchat. You can do this in real time, real life time. People can see what you're doing exactly at the moment you're doing it. So I was recording a video for my audience members, and I rode up to these girls' house. I was training these two girls, and I started to lip sync this song that came on or whatever. And then one of the girls said, "You are just so," she was like, "You are lame." And I was like, "Yep, I'm lame. Yep, I'm lame." And I just thought about it, like, not to go back and forth with this girl. I just agreed with the adversary quickly. I was just like, "Yep, I'm lame." Now, the second girl, she just laughed, at the girl's comment. The second girl, she's literally in my DMs, bigging me up. "Oh my gosh, I love your attitude. I love how your business is going. I love everything you're doing, everything you're putting out there, all the prosperity." So just be, and these two girls, they were my clients. So I didn't really care too much about how they were seeing me because they still were paying me for my services. They wanted something that I had. They loved my confidence. They loved my body. They loved the compliments that they got from their boyfriends because they knew that my workouts were working for them. But the attitude behind her saying this, I was just like, you know what? I may not be for everybody. I don't want these girls as actual friends. I want them as clients. I don't care to sit down and cackle with them and laugh and joke about people because that was never my personality, to belittle someone because they didn't feel good about themselves. These girls, they'll always have makeup on and they'll always have flashy clothes on and stuff like this. And they drove the nicest cars. And for me, I was just like, I was fine with having a car. I was fine with my skincare routine. I was fine with who I was internally. And that's what people see. And they're like, Tree, how do you keep going? How do you keep doing this? It's because I have my anchor. I set my foundation upon a rock. Like, I literally live this. I literally meditate every single day. I pray every single day. I have my journaling prompts and routines and stuff like that. And I feel a certain way about myself that nobody, no matter where I am and who I'm around, can change the actual person that I am. So if you see me in a restaurant, I'm going to treat the dishwasher just like I'm going to treat the CEO. Right? And I will get onto the dishwasher and the CEO in another episode. But for now, we're done with this episode because I'm gonna just go ahead and batch content right now. And if you're listening to this podcast, know that you're blessed and continue to be a blessing to others. If this podcast has helped you in any type of way, if you love my mini podcast episodes, go ahead, leave a review, send it to 3 of your closest people that you admire and that you want to help out. I love you all. Have a blessed night. Wow.